All right, what's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Um, I guess we'll start out going over trades from today, and then we'll go from there. So well, there was two trades as far as options that I called out for today. One was BA, which was calls above, and we opened below the level and never crossed over it. So that one is invalid. Second one is going to be MU. I just realized I'm kind of far away from my mic. Sorry. Calls over 101 and 10 cents, and then first trim at 102 and 10 cents. We got the move. Pretty choppy. Not a great day as far as that's concerned. We absolutely binked it on SPY though. So let's look at the SPY chart really quick. Let me zoom in. So this was our puts level, just short of it. We opened and just absolutely sold off. Our targets were previous day value area low. Sorry, let me move this so it's less cluttered. Targets were previous day value area low, first sig, and then ultimately closed the full position at single prints. And this was for our puts. And then once we got down to here, we were looking for calls in this range and playing it up. Obviously, didn't make it all the way to previous day value area high, but even if you held throughout the close, you made some good money. So we pretty much nailed top and bottom on SPY yesterday. What's up, Mac Taylor? So right now, some people might not like this, and basically just something's been bothering me, and I need to speak on it. I've been trying to think about the best way to do this, and I don't think there really is a very good way to do it, but I'm just going to be calling somebody out. I was going to, like take screenshots and edit their name out or whatever, but there's just too much, too much to edit out, too much to take screenshots of. And if I'll just say right now, if you don't like cussing, you might want to just click off the video right now, because I'm not exactly going to be polite in what I'm about to say. And, I'm open to being wrong. And if this person wants to reach out to me and prove to me that I'm wrong, I'm down. But I don't think that'll ever happen. My big issue is they want to charge money. So if we look here, it's just win after win after win. I've never met, I know some really, really good traders. I've never met anybody that's 100% correct on trading. This one cracked me up. New trade idea. One of these will be hit. Okay, yeah, obviously stocks go up or down. Anybody can grab a chart and be like, either this level's going to get hit or this level's going to get hit. My dead grandma could do that. Rest in peace, love you. I'm sorry, I'm just cracking up. And then like I said, if you go through this, it's just win after win after win, which is cool. Whatever, I would never talk bad about somebody trying to help people, but where is it? I don't know. Just a few days ago, they were saying oh, right here we go. Final opportunity to join the Disciple tier at $50 and lock in the chance to have one-on-one sessions with me. I do one-on-ones for free, everybody, if you actually want to learn how to trade. Starting October 1st, I will no longer be offering one-on-ones to new members at $50 level. If you're looking for personalized coaching after that date, you need to join the Prodigy tier at $200. Dude, Shorty is the best trader that I know, and he doesn't even charge $200 for his Discord, and he does do one-on-ones with people. Anyway, I just, again, know a lot of traders. I don't know any that just have this 100% win rate that we just keep seeing. I'm down to be proven wrong, but just not too long ago, this guy was doing paper trading, and, cause I would rather warn people to veer away from them, Tacoma. That's why. So again, it's not really a big deal. but just been bothering me. I guess it bothers me that like I do all this for free and just try to help people out, and then I see people trying to make money off of other people's like hard work. So that's the big deal. Um, Again, like you might not appreciate it, and like I said, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt that I'm wrong. And this is more about just warning my viewers, like, and I've said this in the past, be careful, be very careful of who it is that you're learning from and who you're getting knowledge from, because it's really hard to unlearn bad habits. And I by no means am perfect. I'm not the perfect trader. I'm not like an absolute stud. I definitely don't have a 100% win rate. Um, I'm generally right around 70 to 80% win rate on any given week. But like you take losses, it's inevitable. And I think as somebody that's trying to teach and educate, it's way better to show your losses and explain what went wrong or whatever, blah 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 blah. Because as traders, we have to focus on our losses and figure out what we did wrong and what we could do better in the future. And that's how you become a better trader. You don't get better by focusing on what you did right and trying to improve on that. Obviously, like what you did right, you want to keep doing, but we get better by improving on what we're not doing well on. And anyway, to me, it just stinks. And I just don't like it. I don't appreciate it. To me, like something like that is like where you can't make money on your own. So you go make a Discord and try to scam people out of their hard-earned money. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. Okay. We're going to move on. It's been bugging me for a couple of days, and, I've made some comments here and there in the Discord or whatever, but we're going to drop it unless that person wants to further the conversation. But again, like to me, as a person, as a trader, when you don't show losses, like you lose all credibility. There's nothing that you can say that I want to hear, like just nothing. Oh, sorry, everybody. What's up, Miss Free? What's up, Vibe with Chills? What's up, Tacoma? I already said hi to Mr. Mac, right? Jack Spader, he must be from the future. What's up, Trev? Yeah. What's up, Marcus Campbell? Yep. Anyway, that's just it. Like I said, kind of when I started this rant, like this whole YouTube channel is focused on education and helping people better themselves and become better traders. And I think you guys know that like everything I do is from love, and like I'm not making money making YouTube videos. Oh, what's up, McCampbell Soup? Like this is all just trying to help people out and give back and be a better person. And so when I see people like that trying to take advantage of people, it just really gets under my skin. And so that's all. Anyway, like I said, I'm done. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna look to kill it again tomorrow. This just absolutely slapped. Like pretty easy when you have like a range day like this where you can call the top and the bottom. And then anyway, moving on, trades for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at Tesla. Trev is in the place to be. Let me turn my visible range volume profile back on. So still hitting lottos. Stop with the lottos, bro. You're in the right spot where you can learn how to be like a bomb trader. Just focus on being a bomb trader. Tesla over, 241 and 10 cents, looking for calls. First trim will be 242 and 14 cents. Again, I hate those $1 levels, but I can't ignore this. I did ignore this at 242.77. I think we'll probably smash through that, but there is a chance they reject there. Second trim, 243 and 70 cents. Third trim, 245.95, and then close your calls at 247 and 29 cents. What's up, Trader Dan? What's up, Money Mark? And then next, I mean, that's all I have for tomorrow. I looked through a bunch of stocks. I didn't see a bunch of great setups. I only saw Tesla, but I know you guys love trading Tesla, so that's probably good enough. One, you just need one good trade on any given day. So let's hop into SPY. We don't have too much to do on it because it's charted, and we're going to delete some levels, and then we'll add some levels. And just so you guys know, whenever I chart this, like, I leave it as is. I don't touch anything. You could go back and watch yesterday's video and see that literally every arrow is exactly where we left it. Every notation, every line. I don't edit this after I draw it because I want to be able to show you guys, the levels worked or what have you. So technically, well, no, we hit the single prints. We can draw our SIGs now on a 3-day range instead of 2. It won't change much, but it's going to change enough that we're going to redraw the levels. Poor high was kind of cleaned up. All right. So from here on 30-minute time frame, we're going to start with session volume profile, SVP. And on this, we want value area volume 68, row size 100. Under style, check value area high, value area low, and POC. And then all we're going to do from yesterday to today is move our previous day levels forward from yesterday to today's levels. Oh, and actually we don't really have SIGs. I don't know. You can kind of, I guess technically, I would prefer if our value area high was, within the range of this day, but it's good enough. From here, let's just take a quick look at TPO. I will say, like, without really charting too much, I'm pretty bearish going into tomorrow. Let's see, where is it? Also looks like I'm getting a little bit better at charting and talking at the same time. We don't have a spike on the M period. We have single prints at the top and the bottom. In case anybody's wondering, like I teach, when I go over my SPY charts, I kind of teach the volume profile aspect of SPY. I don't teach TPO. I do have videos on it on my channel, but this is going to be more advanced, and if you don't have volume profile down, you really want to focus on that first. All right, and I've told you guys before, I'm not good at math. I like to find the midpoint on my single prints when there's like a pretty good space between them. If there's not a really big space like here, my single prints start at 565.66, and then the low is 565.50. I'm not worried about trying to find the mid of 15 cents. Like, the second we come down to here, I would be in calls unless it's looking really bearish as we're approaching this level. But up here with, a bigger gap, I want to find the midpoint. So 569.81 minus 560, oops, 569.25. That is not correct. What did I do wrong? 569.81 minus 569.25. There we go. Divide this by 2, and then just add it to, I mean, technically I can do the math on that one. It's going to be 53 right? I'm not that bad at math. It's kind of funny. My son's in his bedroom right now doing he's doing calculus for fun. He's 9, and I'm horrible at math. He was like watching. I mean, he knows basic calculus, but he was watching YouTube videos on calculus. All right, so that's my TPO stuff. And from here, I want to do the SIGs based on the last 3 days. So for this, I use fixed range volume profile. I choose the first candle of this 3-day range, and then I go to the last candle of the 3-day range. And then from here, I turn off session volume profile just so this is easier for me to see. Inputs, we're going to start with row size 100, value area volume 68, under style, check value area high, value area low, and POC. And then I'll give the exact level, but for me, like, this is close enough that I would combine previous week value area low and the first SIG on one line. But for people that want the exact level, it's there. Oh, and then somebody yesterday was telling me hold control and to clone levels. I did try it afterwards. It works really well. I'll just have to get in the habit of doing it. I'll try to remember going forward right now doing it. So from here we switch to value area volume 95, and this is going to give us our second SIGs. And we're about to nail the clone copy thing. Yeah, we got it. Pretty cool feature I didn't know about. From here, we go to value area volume 99, and that gives us our third SIGs. Actually, I don't want to do it that way. Pretty wild. All right. And so that's how I find my levels for the next day. Let's see. What's up, Lisa J. Stocks? What's up, Ricardo? Sorry, Marcus. Volume profile, is that on the left? So the volume profiles that I use, I'll just go through them really quickly because I don't know which one you were talking about. I think it was a fixed range volume profile that you're talking about, but I use visible range volume profile. This one I use the least amount out of all of them, but this just, whatever is on the screen, it will create a volume profile based on what's visible on the screen at that moment. Again, least used one out of all of them for me. Session volume profile gives you your daily levels, and you want to be on the 30-minute time frame for that. PVP, this is right now set for 1 month, and value area volume 68, row size 100. For this, you want to be on the 4-hour time frame. And then I also use PVP on a 12-month time frame to find my yearly levels. So right now, this will give me my monthly levels on the 4 hours. When I go to 12 months, I go to 1-day candles, and then this gives me my daily level, or sorry, my yearly levels. So you can see this is all 2021, 2022, 2023, and this right now is 2024, but we're still developing these levels. Yeah. And then the only thing that I didn't cover is 1 week. So 1 week, and on this I do 65 minutes on the time frame. And then this gives me my previous week levels. So monthly, obviously, I do once a month. Weekly, I change every Friday after the market closes. And then my daily levels I do every day. So once you have your chart established, it's not too much to do. So again, once a month, you draw your monthly levels. Once a year, you draw your yearly levels. Once a week, you're going to move your weekly levels forward. And every day, you're going to move your daily levels forward. And then the only other indicator that I used is the fixed range volume profile. It's a little bit hard to show because it's not like it's not like a line or whatever, or an indicator that I can put in here, because it's something that you physically have to draw. So fixed range volume profile, you choose, the range that you want to look at, and it'll give you your volume profile based on that. And so, the key is knowing like what range to look at. And what we were doing was, in this specific instance, we were finding our SIGs. And so we were using session volume profile to identify basically that the last 3 days have been all in the same range. And so we draw a fixed range volume profile covering all 3 days to give us our SIG levels. So for SIGs, you need at least 2 days in a row to be able to draw your SIG levels. The more the merrier, and also right now, I didn't draw levels for this. I can give them to you guys if you want them, but I know on SPY, you can go to the 4-hour chart and you can do your PVP indicator and set it to 1 month. And right now we have, I believe, 3-month range that's all in the same. Yeah. So June, July, and August, September, all in the same range. And so you can do a fixed range volume profile from June 3rd all the way to September 30th and draw SIGs based on those 4 months if you want to. We can do it. I'm not going to draw the levels in, but I'll give them to you guys if you want them. So basically, I'm just going to read them out. The third SIG at the top is 574.71, or roughly 574.61. Third SIG at the bottom is going to be the same, or I already have them drawn. That's kind of funny. Third SIG at the bottom, 516 and 12 cents. And then our second SIG is going to be 523 and 32 cents. And then the top is basically September value area high, but I put it a little bit lower just so I can see it. But technically your third SIG and second SIG at the top is going to be 574 and 61 cents. And then our first SIG is going to be the top is going to be the same as our previous week POC. And that level is 563 and 60 cents. And our monthly first SIG at the bottom, why is this level off? That's weird. Is going to be 539 and 53 cents. Okay. We would only worry about those, if we get like a significant move to the downside. you would start watching for bounces, like if we came down that low. If we push up, to the September value area high, I would definitely be looking for puts, or the monthly second sig, third sig. I would also be looking for puts in that same area. With all of that said, let's dial in and just figure out what we're watching for tomorrow. I mean, I already know. I'm pretty bearish, like I said, tomorrow. I think things get a little bit rough here because like these levels here would need to be called out on the fly as far as like grabbing calls. I would definitely be interested in puts anywhere in this range here. Okay. So that's really simple and clear for me. And hopefully it is that simple. Hopefully we just open, push up, grab puts, and then it just dumps. As far as calls, again, I hesitate with this because actually, let me see where we are. First sig, yeah. As far as calls are concerned, I would start getting interested around here. But I have a feeling that we might come down into this range here. So I don't really know how to tell you guys, how to distinguish whether you're taking calls here or here, other than watch like volume as you're trading. But this is something that would be a lot easier for me to call out live if I was watching it. Yeah. Yeah, so Ricardo, like I just said, I don't know that we're necessarily bouncing here. There's a chance, but I think we might come down to 64 to 63.50-ish. So this is what I would be looking at. Definitely, like I said, if we come up to here, grab puts. If we don't make it up this high, if we come outside of our previous day value area high, come back inside, retest, you would grab puts. I would be looking to exit, right in this range. Oops, I hate it when I do this. Right in this range here. And like from here it gets rough. Again, watch for volume. You can possibly take calls here, but I think this is more likely to be where we get a reversal. If this gets lost, we probably see the August POC pretty quickly. Just an FYI. But so that's what I've got. Anybody have any questions? Oh, also, I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but I just want to thank everybody. If you guys tune in to the videos and you like them and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate your support. Everybody that takes time to comment on the videos and hit the like button, very much appreciated. As you guys know, I don't trade options. I don't trade SPY. I'm a futures trader. And so all of this I just do to try to help people out, try to help people learn how to chart better, how to try to learn how to find levels. I will say today also, people should know this. If you're in Keenan's Discord, there's a pin post in my channel, and it says basically read these 3 books, DM me, I'll do a free one-on-one with you. I believe the same 3 books are pinned in the description of the video, and that stands for anybody. If you're trying to better yourself and you take the time to read the 3 books and learn, I'm willing to take a little bit of my time and try to help you out and get better in trading. It's all free, 100% free. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat right now that's done a one-on-one with me that can confirm that I never asked you for a penny, but I don't. And I guess with that said, if you ever get somebody that's name is Catching Rockets DMing you asking for money or asking to send money to them so they can copy trade for you or whatever else, it's a scam, because I don't ask people for money. I don't, like I've had a lot of people offer to like send me money or donations or whatever. And I think the only time I ever allowed that was when I needed a new video card, and you guys killed it. Like, we hit the price goal of getting the new video card, and I appreciate that. But other than that, like I don't accept tips or anything like that. So that's awesome, M Card. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Yeah, Marcus. I mean, there's news basically every day, right? I think we're gonna dump. So hopefully you guys get that sentiment from what I'm covering. But I really hope we open and come up here and then dump down, and you guys can catch a nice play to the downside. The other thing that I want to touch on is if you're struggling with trading, focus on doing 1 trade a day. And focus on journaling every single trade that you do. You want to, basically by doing 1 trade a day, you're forcing yourself to be disciplined and patient and just wait for good setups. I have a group of probably about, 15 people right now, 15 traders that are in DMs with me. And basically in little groups, like the biggest DM group you can make is like 10 people. And so I have like 2 separate groups, and in those groups, every single one of those people is limited to 1 trade a day for 6 months. And in those groups, every single one of those people will look at charts when the market's closed and figure out where they want to take calls, where they want to take puts, or if they're trading futures, where they want to go long, where they want to go short. And they figure out what trades they're looking for tomorrow. And those are the only setups that they will trade. If the setups don't come, they don't take a trade. And I think a lot of people will understand this. It's a lot easier to look at the markets when they're closed and figure out levels. And if you try to look at it when it's moving, the market is set up to psychologically mess with your mind and make you think it's going to go up when it's going to go down, and make you think it's going to go down when it's going to go up. So when the market's closed and candlesticks aren't moving, it's a lot easier to read what might happen. And so of those people, they're probably about a month in, and they're already like way better than when we started as far as their trades, having like consistently green weeks, only taking 1 trade a day, making good money, doing well. And so, I can talk about it till I'm blue in the face. I've mentioned it a lot of times. And when I mention it, people might be like, yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm good. I can take as many trades as I want. The minute you actually like stop and do it and try it and go through that 6-month process, I guarantee you by the end of 6 months, you will be an absolute sniper when it comes to trading. So that's what's up. I should add another thing. A lot of people are always focused on like trying to figure out a new strategy, trying to figure out, like a new way to find entries, trying to figure out a better way to find levels or whatever else. And people focus so much on strategy and not enough on the mental aspect of trading, which is what is really difficult, is the mental aspect of trading. And so obviously you need a strategy that works, but more importantly, you need the mental fortitude to like hold the trades. So when you enter a trade, for example, we said short up here, or wherever it was. Sorry, we said short here, I think. Anyway, somewhere, whatever. You guys know. Actually here. We said short here. And our goal was to trim our first here, trim the second here, trim the third here, close here, or whatever. Holding from there all the way to here can be difficult. But once you do it a few times and you realize, like, hey, if I hold it from my entry to my profit target, even if it reverses and goes and hits my stop loss, as long as I do that consistently, I'm going to be way more green and way more profitable than I would if I was just like entering, seeing a little bit of green and closing my trade. And so you want to get to the point where you know your levels, you trust your levels, and even if the trade goes against you, which it will, that's inevitable. That's unavoidable. We kind of talked about that at the beginning of the video. There's no such thing as being 100% correct when you're a trader. And so, once you learn to just roll with those losses, and you're basically, you're a risk manager. Ricardo, I can link them really quick in the chat. Hang on one second. But so you're a risk manager, and where are they? Here we go. That's what you're trying to do, is basically just minimize your risk. And once you figure out, like, sorry, I can't do two things at once. Here's the books. Shoot. There's the 3 books. Basically, once you learn, like, to manage risk and, let your losers be losers and not move your stop loss further out, and, let your winners run to your profit target, that's when you become an amazing trader. I can guarantee you, Trader Dan, like 99.9% of the people in this chat right now, the issue would be risk management. A lot of people, and I kind of talked about this in Keenan's Discord in the calls and puts chat today. A lot of people have been taught, like, hey, the second you see green, like, close your trade. Or you're up 10%, close your trade. But then the issue is like your stop loss isn't as tight as your profit target. So, I mean, I don't know. Let me just like draw an example. If I'm taking calls here and I've established like my stop loss is here, my profit target is here. Then since the ratio is 1-to-1, I have to be at least better than a 50% winner to make money. If I move this lower, now for every trade I lose, I need to win 2 just to be break even. When you move your profit target out to at least a minimum of 2-to-1, then you can be wrong. Basically, whatever. You can be correct 34% of the time and you're still making money. And the issue is being okay with losing. Like, I guess people are in such a hurry all the time to like become a millionaire, to make billions of dollars and whatever else. And if you actually just like take your trades and literally say, this is my entry, here, this purple line, this is my stop loss, and this is my profit target, and this is a minimum of 1 risk, 2 rewards. So for every dollar you're risking, you're making 2. You do this consistently day after day after day. Even if you're losing 50, 60% of the time, you're still making money. And as you make money, like, you start risking more because you have more money to risk. And then each trade win gets bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you're making thousands and thousands of dollars a day. And then eventually, through proper risk management, you become a millionaire. You don't do it by gambling and playing earnings plays and trying to get a big win and no, you do it by grinding and being consistent. Obviously, like, the better your entries are and the less often that you're getting stopped out, the quicker you're going to get to your financial goals. But really, the bottom line is most people's issue is their risk management, and letting their winning trades run to their profit targets and closing their losers, at their stop loss. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I'll give you guys like a live example. Let's go to like a 5-minute chart. I'll kind of just show you like what I would be looking for. You all know like this was the level that I was looking for calls. Let's just say we got in at the top, right? At the second SIG. Okay. And our profit target was the previous day value area high, which, would be one of my profit targets. So we got in at the top of this level, even though technically I don't want to put the bottom of the single prints because I don't want to make it like a perfect trade. But this was like one of my entry points for a trade for today. But let's just say this is the trade that I'm looking for. At least right now, I've established my entry and my take profit. I haven't established my stop loss. And so for my stop loss, I'm pretty close. I would look to the left and say, okay, if the market makers are trying to stop me out, they're probably going to bring price down right about to here, like a little bit lower than this low here. And then they're going to bounce it and run to my profit target, right? So for me, I want my stop loss to be a little bit below this. I'm trying to figure out like, this is like roughly 12 cents. And so I don't even know that this is the most ideal example, but this is our example that we're working with right now. So when I look left and I see this double bottom here and they bounced it really hard from there, if the market makers are trying to stop me out, they're going to come just a little bit below that and then they're going to run. And they're going to get all of that liquidity that's sitting there. In this case, they didn't do that. In this case, they came down and they grabbed liquidity at the single prints and then they ran. Okay. So how I figure out my take profit is going to be based off of my levels. My entry is going to be based off of my levels, and my stop loss, I just look to the left. Like, where is the most likely place that they're going to bring price if they're trying to stop a bunch of people out that are in calls? And I want to make sure my stop loss is below that. So hopefully that makes sense. But the issue is a lot of people, as soon as they go red, they'll move this down. And now we're no longer at a 2-to-1 risk to reward. And you're just shooting yourself in the foot. It's going to take you way longer to reach your financial goals by moving your stop loss lower. And then the other thing people do is once it goes green, and this is a perfect example, right? This was our entry here. Price came down, hit our entry. We got in calls. We bounced, came all the way back to our entry. Actually, a few times. We came back here, whatever, went back up, came back down a second time, and then finally hit our price target. If at any point in time I move my stop loss up even a little bit, I would never reach here. And that's the biggest mistake that retail traders make, is the second they see green, they start moving their stop loss up, which is what a lot of influencers teach. And that is not how you want to trade. You want to trust your levels, follow your levels. And when you're in a trade, it's way better to say either it hits my stop loss or it hits my take profit and nothing in between. Because again, like I said, the second you move your stop loss up, it's going to come up and it's going to tag you and you're going to get stopped out. You know, like nobody's moving their profit targets lower or whatever when it's red, and you can't do the inverse, you know, like when the trade's going against you. So, I mean, really, it's very difficult. It's hard to do, but, yeah, you've got to trust your levels, and that's it. You know, like we show it kind of every day, I feel, or every day that I do a video, I show you guys. We did it today where, this was our entry for puts. And we had a few price targets. This was the first one. This was the second one. This was the third one. And the fourth one was somewhere around here. And all of those levels got hit. But again, same thing. Like if you were targeting this and it came all the way to here and then went back up almost to our entry if at any point you moved your stop loss, you never made it here. You can see it just over and over and over and over again. It's hard, but this is where retail traders mess up, and this is where it's at. Once you learn to trust your risk, once you accept your risk when you enter a trade, and let it either run to your profit target or hit your stop loss, you're going to do way better. I mean, I'll just give you an example. Like, let's say I'm risking $100 to make 200, and I enter the trade. It goes up, it goes down, it hits my stop loss. I enter basically exactly the same trade where I'm risking $100 to make 200, and this time it runs and it hits my profit target. Now I'm up $100. And let's just say if at any point during that trade I move my stop loss and I got stopped out at $50, and then it ran and hit my original price target, I'm still red $50 because I didn't trust my levels. And again, this should just make sense mathematically. Like, if you're doubling what you're losing basically on any given trade, like over time, as long as you're 50% correct, you're going to get, excuse my language, really fucking rich. And it's just a matter of trusting your levels. And if you don't, what ends up happening is your losses are bigger than your wins, and you end up losing all of your money, and then you stop trading. So you figure out, when you want to stop messing around and moving stop losses and whatever else. And that's when you'll start to see success. And so again, once you figure out that mental discipline and figure out risk management, that's when things will really start clicking for you. And I'll just reiterate one more time, highly recommend one trade a day. And I'm going to reiterate again, be careful, who you're absorbing knowledge from. And that could even include me. I have no way of proving, that I'm a good person, that I'm like, honestly just trying to help people. But, just be very careful of who you're listening to, who you're absorbing knowledge from. And, just grind it out every day and try to do your best. But really the way to do it is risk management, trust your levels, and don't move your stop loss. And try not to listen to people that are trying to lead you wrong, that are basically like just trying to take money from you. So anybody that's really just like asking for money for a Discord or one-on-ones or whatever else, I would kind of avoid. I mean, I honestly, like one-on-ones, that's a little bit different. That's like somebody giving you their personal time. And if you're dealing with the right person, that could be worth paying for. But again, you have to be careful who that person is. That's going to do it. Let me just read through the chat really quick. Just a couple people. Yes, Rudy. The M spike is a possible continuation. Yep, Numba, that's exactly what happens. I'm glad to hear that, Jamon. Hopefully I said your name right. Very close to what, I don't know the language. I think it's Zimbo. No, that's not right. Jambo is like hello in Kenya. I don't remember what language it is, but whatever. Yeah, it's rough, future millionaire. It's hard, but it's once you do it and you start trusting yourself, it'll start paying off. It'll start clicking. Anyway, hopefully the video was helpful. Hopefully the levels are clear. Hopefully everybody makes money tomorrow. And we'll do another video at some point over the weekend. But for now, I wish you all a good weekend. And hopefully you have a good time with your family or whatever it is you like to do. It's not 3 minutes inside, Ken. It's 15 minutes inside. You're looking for 3 5-minute candles. So like when you come back inside of a level, 3 5-minute candles, retest, go long. Yeah. No, you're good. I'm just being clear because, I don't want people to have misinformation. So 3 5-minute candles inside of a level, retest, and the retest is where you enter. I appreciate that, Jamon. Really do. I really do. Yeah, let's all stay away from clowns. All right. Anyway, much love, everybody. Much respect. Peace out. Y'all have a good weekend. And we'll catch you sometime this weekend. We'll do another video, go over some plays. All right. Much love, much respect. Peace. Bye.